Number 9 is a great question to show you why showing your work is so important. I see students get this wrong all the time. This is not hard. But for whatever reason, they just cut corners or they get this like weird like algebra brain that they can't control. This is just really simple if you write it on the page. So show your work always, but especially here. Show your work. Let's start radical x plus radical 9 equals radical 64. Get that equation out there so you got plenty of space to work with it. Now, what a lot of people do here is they're so deep in their algebra robot brain that their first instinct is to just like move things away and just be like, oh, I got to move things away from that x. I'm going to subtract that radical 9. And they end up doing something that involves 64 minus 9, which gives them 55, which is choice D. But that is a trap. We are about 2/3 of the way through the no calculator multiple choice questions. This is not going to be an easy question anymore. We're in medium difficulty. It's still not super hard, but it's definitely going to be harder than doing simple subtraction. There's more to this question. You haven't even used the radical really at all. That's not a good sign. But that's because your algebra brain just like takes over and you just want to move things away from that x as quickly as possible. When in fact we really need our arithmetic brains here to just make this a lot easier very quickly. Radical x will stay radical x. But the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 64 is 8. Get rid of those radicals. Make it simpler. Now you can subtract from both sides, and you get that the square root of x is equal to 5. However, a lot of people still mess this up, and they just see that 5 and that radical, and something in their robot brain takes over, and they can't control themselves, and they pick choices A or B without really thinking about what they're picking. It's just they see the radical, they see the 5, something is connecting that shouldn't connect. Show your work. Be thorough. When we're moving things across in equals, we always do the opposite to cancel something out. So we had addition, right? We had addition here when we were adding that 3. So we use subtraction, the opposite, to move it across. Here we have a square root. So what are we going to do to move it across, to cancel it out? We're going to do its opposite. The opposite of a square root is to square something. And we would do that to both sides. So if we square radical x, we just get plain old x. And if we square 5, we get 25, which is the answer, choice C. It's not hard. All you have to do is know what a radical is. But for whatever reason, people rush through this question. They just see it as being easy. There's something about it. The SAT has done a very good job here of manipulating you. And if you're not careful, you're going to lose 10 points on something for no good reason. It does not take long to show your work. Take the time, save the points.